on a beautiful fall evening in Claremont County. ICRC presents standing Milford Eagles. Hello, sponsored by my partner Mike. David.
There's a lot of familiarity on these. So, they're playing for the bell, so hopefully we can
look at our players to watch for Loveland at all. Cloud.
Yeah, Calvin Cloud's coming into 53. 14.3. So.
Yeah, and the number 99, Cam Zarowski, 5-pound junior. That's Zaromski, excuse me. Acts with 5, and quickly let's look. He was honestly have had trouble doing that all year.
Yeah. Both teams are going to have to really step ball, introduce some runs, and I think Loveland does tonight.
And a few seconds to pass. A heavy dose of running tonight.
Yeah, and
three receivers to the bottom of the formation. Back in the backfield with Cloud. Bit of a read option there. His way up the middle. He's ran the ball 31. Averaging about 4.5 a carry.
4 or 5 yards on that. Like the nice bright white numbers.
You're right. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Fresh set of down. Line. Going to keep it. He rolls to his left. Has to throw. And just barely reach the outstretched hand. Excuse me.
Well, he had a step on number 27 there, Glenn.
I missed it. The outstretched hand. Excuse me.
Well, he had a step on number 27 there, Glenn.
I missed it, Mike.
Yeah. He had a step on it. The ball was just out. The opportunity to be a big gainer. You see a replay.
Right here. Temperature.
See, he had a step just outside, but nevertheless.
Pass again. He's looking left the whole way. Junior. Just under 190 yards this year, but not able. A little guy used to wear number 4 for Green.
Yeah,
I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah, I know. Good. You're good. You're good.
After a couple of incompletions, fake hand pass wide open down. Fake hand pass wide open down the middle.
Wow, that was a very nice pass. Wow, he had a Cloud laid it right in there. The fire that as I said, he had Loveland strikes quick.
Milford against the pass, but Loveland able to
keep an eye on. Loveland strikes first.
Adam Kosalicki adds the extra. 7 managed to put that one down. Let's go back and look at the replay.
Yeah, there it
here.
is.
Just had several steps on his closest defender. Good job by Cloud of hanging in the pocket.
PD of the season. So, as you mentioned, so Loveland, Glenn, they strike pay dirt and see what Milford can out up there.
Something on special teams, and they like to keep the other team getting
Effective kickoff. That's a great field. Kicker can't kick it deep. Nevertheless, Milford 39-yard line. That's a great field. Kicker can't kick it deep. Nevertheless, Milford 39-yard line. You can see down there. Look at their quarterback, Austin Harden. Because this is artificial turf, but keep them upright.
Against Winton Woods from Vince Ringland to that wide receiver position is natural. The formation you see there just on the zero and underneath the black jersey. The edge. 5 yards for the Eagles.
On the tackle.
28 or 29. Sawyer Cox. Number 29. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Top Sawyer, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore.
A lot of young players this year.
Definitely. For their field with Luani and Webster, a freshman and a sophomore. Be a little bit of a busted play there.
Yeah, it looked like Webster was going one way and they hit, and now it's 4th down and he.
Decision time as the ball is near midfield. 47. There you see perhaps a little bit onto it.
Coach Griffey, he's going to come out. See if they're going to try and draw him off that 49. Be scrum or something.
Thank you. You dialed us up to made the small fee to take in the battle for ICRC-TV.com website. Looking us up. England had to go up just. It's going to be really close to the first down mark.
We've come to expect that a lot. Go up. I'm sorry, vertical leap, so he's going to throw it up there and keep it away from
6'4". Harden back to pass. Pressure's coming. First down for Milford. Pass.
The horse collar. There by number 18.
Nope, there's a flag down.
Did it come down?
It's a good eye on that.
Yep. Yeah, that was, you could see it. Safety.
There's a light on the equipment shed.
Watch it come there right in the. Now.
Nonetheless, right?
Yep.
It's just try to make that play was Reed Stewart for the Tigers.
So that's going to move the ball all the way down. Milford's doing a good possession, mixing it up with run and pass. time. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Over there.
Hardman,
Use his height.
Hardman,
6'2", 220, freshman.
just a fresh.
Wait till he grows into that body some more. Got a couple on that carry.
Nope.
No,
It's going to be a penalty or a timeout. Again, not a great angle from
yeah, it's
where
tough.
we're at. All right. Let's catch you some math. So second.
They're going to use him right up the middle. There he is. Oh!
End zone, Tofel Luani.
Ethan Freeland, welcome.
After kick. Loveland. So the low snap haunts the Eagle. 7-6.
Boy, both teams in their first possession and scored.
He recovered that low snap, but just couldn't. Vince Ringland to kick off. Turn out across the. That was indeed Aaron Morton, so he did.
He is a force leading.
One, Zoromsky, of course, with his.
A little pressure on Cloud. They can't let him sit back there.
Definitely he will. Quick side, and it's not going to go for
Maybe.
Calvin Cloud there. You see earlier, he's second in the ECC with yards and put up a bunch last week. Yep. We weren't afraid to use it at the top.
Yeah, he's a tall kid. He's 6'5". There's a replay. He's kept the ball just
Down with
just a little quick 5 down. 5 ball right as the receiver was turning. That's number 12. Got that reception. That open zone. Cloud puts it there.
doesn't look like Doyner uses the tight end a lot. It's a read option. Really not able to get the corner in a little play there by number 32, RJ.
It's 37.
It's 37, sorry.
Stickle, yeah.
Stickle. So watch that right in front of you.
He was doing a little trash talk, right?
Oh, yeah. See how. Boy, it's there. Not enough yardage for it here, but a soft fade. Whistle on the field.
Timeout Loveland. So
Timeout
they're going to take their
Loveland.
first one.
I wanted to see what Milford was going to show them offensively to now that they're knocking on the door of the end zone.
So Glenmore, we got a little break here, changing sports. Have you been watching any baseball?
Not since the Reds were there.
Oh.
I've seen the scores, and I know we've had some interesting results.
Well, you know what, we were talking last night with some buddies that even though the Reds got beat by the Braves 2-0, best out of 3, the Reds pitching were able to hold the Braves to a couple, 1 or 2 runs a game.
Right.
And you see what they're doing to the Dodgers pitching staff.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty impressive, even though the Reds lost, it was very impressive pitching performances by Bauer and on escaping me who the second guy was.
Great.
Great.
Great. Yeah.
Or Castillo.
Castillo, yeah.
Castillo, yeah. But yeah, that's been some interesting baseball. You know, they're allowing fans back in, limited fans.
Yeah. I saw at the corner of my eye today when I was working in my home office that Ken Rosenthal was on one of the networks and heard him kind of mention this is sort of a trial run to what
Yeah.
it may look like for next year.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the gridiron, though, after the Loveland timeout. Milford, an opportunity here to get a little bit closer.
Wide open.
Wide open. Look at that. Number 22, Peyton Bauer, wide open across the middle. A defensive lapse for the Tigers.
Well, I talked about that a few minutes ago, Glenn. 22's been open on a couple consecutive plays in the middle, and there it is. They found him, even though it was a short pass, but he was basically nobody on him, right?
Yep.
You can see right there.
Nobody within 5 yards of him. So it's 14-12.
They are going to go for 2, Glenn.
And yeah, see if they can't draw back 2 even.
Kind of early in the game to go for 2.
Well, the way you're putting up points, I think you want to hang with it. There's your fade to the corner to Ringland.
Wow.
And it's good.
Wow.
You've been calling for
I
it.
have been calling for that.
Coaches next door to us must have been listening to you, partner.
Yeah, that was a great throw and catch by Ringland.
So it is 14-14 after a successful 2-point conversion by the Milford Eagles. Vince Ringland getting an important touch here early in the game. 1:06 remaining in the first quarter. We are all tied at 14.
Well, I tell you, he definitely used that height to his advantage that time. So, good call.
Been calling for it.
Yeah.
We got it.
All right, so the track meet continues. So we'll see if either one of these defenses can stop the other offense. So far, the script has been marching up and down the field. And for Milford, they've had short fields both times. See if maybe on the next kickoff by Loveland, if they change that strategy a little bit.
You'll recall Ringland had a great kickoff.
Yeah, right.
Distance-wise last time. See if he can repeat it to try to stifle this Loveland offense. So here we go, Ringland. High kick. It's going to be essentially right down the middle. Will be fielded across the 10-yard line. Bouncing left. Spinning in and out of tackles, trying to keep this play alive is guess who? Our favorite target over there for the Tigers, Aaron Morton. What an effort by him, trying to get his offense in a little better field position.
Well, he tried to go backwards, sideways, and ended up getting spotted right around the about the 18-yard line. So, successful kickoff for the Eagles.
Which way but loose, right?
Yeah. So Loveland takes over with their third possession of the first quarter with 55 seconds to go.
55 on the dot, nonetheless. There you get one. You only have a 1 in 10 chance of stopping right on it, right? And things that fascinate me. Cloud's going to keep that one and try to find something up the middle, and he's going to be pushed back. It's not a whole lot there for the boys up front.
Yeah, the
couldn't
Eagles
get much going for him.
Eagles defense really collapsed well on him on that. Didn't, to your point, Glenn, was not allowed him to get outside, which is where we saw him when he runs the ball, is where his success is at.
I mean, across that defensive line, you got 6'4", 260, 5'8", 220, 6'2", 225. It's going to be tough to find much of a hole up the middle. Cloud's going to roll to his right. Plenty of time. Again, fires one off the back foot, and it will be caught at the 30-yard line. And that one's going to be hauled in by Tyler Lake. He's a 5'10", 155-pound senior. 21 catches in the regular season before tonight.
Yeah, there's that accuracy. Even on the run, he's able to square up his shoulders and fire the ball, really giving his receivers great opportunities to catch it.
It's got a heck of a release. I mean, the velocity we've talked about several times. He was running back around. Now it's going to be a screen over to his left side, and again came in just a little bit hot.
Yeah.
So we've seen that screen attempted a couple times. That one was going to Morton again, but just a little bit too much on it.
I think Morton's going to go in the huddle and say, hey, I'm only 3 yards away. You don't have to fire it in at me.
I hate to keep making the Brett Favre comparisons, but you heard the story of his receivers. You know, breaking my finger. So take a little zip off of that in his short throws.
Which is what Mr. Cloud is doing himself. So 2nd and 10. Here comes a blitz by the Eagles.
Cloud was looking left, spun around to his right. A little trick play, was trying to find Lake over on the right side.
And that ball hung up in the air a little bit too. Jacob Cook was over there for the Eagles. If that ball wasn't as high as it was, he had an opportunity to intercept that ball.
That's the epitome of a timing play, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
Gotta trust your guys in the right place and can beat the, get up against the coverage.
Wow. Third and long. Could we see a defensive stop here?
Man in motion across the formation. Cloud back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Tries to step up away from it, but he's going to be brought down just shy of the 25. And look who it was on the stop. That was Tofa Luani.
Going both ways. So we see our first defensive stop. So Loveland's going to be the first team to have to punt the ball when we begin the second quarter.
One punter, junior, 13 times, 422 yards, averaging 32.5 in the regular season, along with 52 on the year. But that will be the quarter. We are going to step away for a quick moment. You are watching ICRC-TV Sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports.
Milford Eagles win.
Got him. Separation. Touchdown! Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back.
Touchdown! Did you see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm going to drive home.
There are several warnings.
Welcome back to the battle for the bell from Milford High School. Glenn Olson and Mike Lawrence with the start of quarter number 2. Loveland has to punt the ball away, and that one looked like it could have been mildly deflected. How about that?
Yeah.
Not the greatest punt in the world. So the Eagles will have a short field and will start with the ball in Tiger territory on this possession.
Well, Glenn, we got the first quarter statistics, and the score indicates pretty close. 148 yards total for Loveland, 114 for Milford. Time of possession, look at this, 5:59 for Loveland, 6:01 for Milford. So really, the score and the statistics, I'm not going to go through them all here, but the score and the statistics really match the scoreboard, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, pretty even in all facets of the game. A little bit of a difference, about 30 yards in favor of Loveland in terms of total offense, but that's that long pass we saw early in the game, I would suspect. So here's Ringland still on the left side of the formation, but he's not going to be by himself this time. Harden's looking for Ringland. He's got him. It's caught. Ringland cuts back. It's going to be inside the 15 and plowing his way near the 10-yard line before he's finally wrestled down. Harden finally able to pick Ringland out.
Yeah. And Ringland is a favorite target of Hardland. So now, Glenn, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12. Could see that fade again in the quarter to Ringland. He's got single coverage there.
One-on-one coverage.
Well, you got 3 wide to the right out there. This could be a quarterback sneak right up the middle. What do you think of that? I think it's going to happen.
Could be. 3 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. There's a pass. Looking for Noah early.
Did he get in?
Nope, it's going to be marked down just shy. We may have heard it in the background before the play, but we heard one of the coaches look at Noah. Sure enough.
There he was.
He and his coach and the quarterback on the same page there. Really caught that at the 3, it looked like. And yeah, it's going to be marked around at the 1-foot line.
Yeah, you can see right there. You can see his elbow right down there about the 1-foot yard line. Good catch by the cameraman out there.
You see Harden making an adjustment, going to dive forward.
I don't think he got it, Glenn.
Nope, don't think so either.
Number 85, big number 85, Austin Loader, 6 foot 215, said, not on my watch, Mr. Harden, you're not getting in.
Say 600, that's a big boy.
Yeah, that nose of that ball is darn near touching the white line.
The referee's got to lean on his right foot a little bit to get a look. Just that's about how much progress they made there. Just enough to move the tip of the ball a fraction of a centimeter.
I thought I got a piece of paper to see if it was touching the line.
That's great reference there. Great reference. That's Ringland in at quarterback. So he may be running the ball. He's got a block. He's going to try the right side, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. So creative offensive adjustment for Tom Grippa and the Eagles offense. Vince Ringland runs in for a touchdown, and the Eagles have the lead 20-14.
Yeah, another short field by Milford after that short kick or short punt. They take the ball, march it right back down the field. So 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns.
And we're going to try a point after try again. Giovanni Labella, the kicker. Good snap, good hold, good kick.
And it's good.
Milford will move out in front, 21-14, with 10:02 remaining in the first half.
Here's a replay.
So Ringland.
Did you see who was blocking for him, Glenn? Number 99.
Yep. Thinking in the Chicago Bears play.
Yeah. Yeah, the old fridge.
RIP. Yeah, just great adjustment there. Give Vince Ringland a chance to use his speed to roll to his right into the end zone.
And it's great that, you can put somebody like Ringland back there who's had a lot of experience as a quarterback. So he's good at handling the snap from the center. So I think we saw earlier in the season, Glenn, where they tried to get a little fancy and they really lost the ball. If you remember that, I think it was the first game of the season.
So Ringland just having an impact. He's caught a touchdown. He's ran for a touchdown. Having to kick the ball off. He's the punter as well. So
he'll be gassed.
Here we go. Another high kick right down the middle is going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line. Not a whole lot there for the Tigers. It'll be brought out to the 20.
That's your friend, Mr. Morton, on that kickoff return.
He's a heck of a player, that's for sure, and definitely one of the leaders on this Tigers team.
Number 15, Jacob Smith on the tackle for the Eagles.
Nice job by Jacob Smith. Excuse me.
So Milford was able to stop Loveland on their last possession, so they broke the streak. See if they can do 2 in a row.
More in the backfield with Cloud.
You gotta believe Loveland realizes that their defense is having an issue that they're gonna have to score on almost every possession.
Moore, he's got room on the left side. Decent enough blocking out in front of him. Is going to gain 4 or 5 yards.
Good pursuit by the Eagles defense. Probably 4-yard gain on that. Substitution coming in for Loveland. Number 4, Bailey Jackson into the backfield.
Cloud looks right, dumps it off left on the screen. It'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Yep. That was set up very well. To the short side of the field, too. That was number 10 on the catch. Lund. Again, he's a big target, 6'5".
He's a little testy on the far side of the field with Tyler Lake and Taj Prince.
Maybe a little trash talking going on a little bit.
Happy with one another. Total opposite field of the play that was in the Milford bench. A run up the middle, across the 35 to the 36, will set up a 2nd and 4. Called a long 4.
Tell you, Milford's got to be ready for that pass down the middle, like they did on their first touchdown. They're setting it up, running the ball pretty well, and just these short passes out into the flats. They could take this one down the middle for a big gainer.
Handoff up the middle, just not a whole lot there. Milford seemed ready for that one. It's going to be a gain of about a yard. That was Mason Moore with the carry.
Mickler, number 87, on the tackle for Milford. So Loveland's in an unfamiliar territory where they got third and 4 or 5 yards.
Moore may have carved himself out of position in this Tigers offense in the regular season, 31 carries, but last week had 15 against Little Miami. getting the Eagles to jump was Cloud.
Down to about 8, 9, 7 seconds on the play clock. They better get going. 3. Very good. Just got it off.
Looking right now, looks left. Now here comes the pressure.
Oh, that's intentional grounding.
Has to throw it
Oh,
away.
yeah. There's nobody over there in the flat.
No flag.
Number 9,
Everybody calling for a flag.
Yeah, they
black.
Yeah. That's got to be intentional grounding.
Referees are going to meet up here. We're going to get a late flag.
Yeah, you can see right here. There's nobody over there, Glenn. He just threw the ball away.
And the flag was thrown while we were at replay, so that will be intentional grounding, loss of down.
So another great defensive stop by the Eagles. And they're going to get the ball in relatively good field position. Guys back for the punter going to be right around the inside the 50-yard line.
Grounding against the Tigers.
So 3rd and 4 showing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, no, it's 4th and a whole bunch.
Yeah, I guess they're waiting on the adjustment. 4th and 30. Yeah, there we go. So Stickle and Early back deep for the Eagles, and deep being between the 45 and 50-yard line.
Good snap. Oh, look at that kick.
Yeah, much better punt. It's going to back up Early.
Oh, it hit him.
10 yards. It did. It bounced off his back and hit him, and that'll be recovered by Loveland.
Oh, my gosh. That's a real mental mistake there by the Eagles.
Well, Early was trying to get out of the way, and the ball bounced up and hit him in the back. I don't even think he knew it was coming.
Well, you got to get a lot further away from that ball. I mean, he was tracking it on the punt like he was going to catch it. You can see here, he was tracking it, and then he says, nope, I'm not going to do it, and then, boom, hits him right in the back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Loveland will take that. They got more yards out of that punt than they did on offense the whole series. So.
Wow, that's a big turnover.
That is, and a short field now for the Tigers to work with. Let's see if Cloud goes for the home run ball early.
We talked about that in our keys to the game, was the turnover differential, right?
Yes. Handoff up the middle.
Number 3, Mason Moore.
That's Moore.
Number 87 again, second time we've called his name tonight, Mickler. Short gain of about, let's call it 2 yards. The clock is continuing to run with 7:15 to go until halftime. Loveland shuffling players in and out, trying to get the right personnel on the field. Center of the field is wide open.
Empty backfield for Cloud. 2 receivers to the top, 3 to the bottom.
Here comes a blitz on the Eagles.
Quick dump off.
Dropped it.
An incomplete. Ethan Lund, the intended receiver for the Tigers.
Looked to me, Glenn, like he was trying to run with the ball before he caught it. Took his eyes off. It went right through his hands. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Loveland so far not been able to take advantage of that huge turnover by the Eagles. You got to believe it's 4-down territory.
Yeah, but you want to try to keep this one close. You don't want to get behind in this game. Fake on the jet motion.
He's got the
Cloud's
sideline.
Going to keep it himself. He's got the edge, and we'll have the first down. Nice play call by the Loveland offensive staff.
A little misdirection. It looked like he was going to take it to the right, cut back to the left with all the pursuit by the Eagles defense. You can see right here, the left side of the field was wide open, and nobody touched him until he got down to about the 20-yard line.
Billy Jackson, the fake on that jet motion. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Cloud's going to keep it.
Yeah, bounces off some of his blocking. He's going to go over to the right side. And wrapped up and blocked down inside the 20.
It'll be a gain of 3 on the play.
The first quarter, Cloud attempted 11 passes, 5 complete for 91 yards. And as you mentioned, that long 160-yard lines or 60-yard pass, they sure are bringing a lot more running plays than I would have expected.
2 and 2, the receivers to the top and bottom. Cloud back to pass, has all kinds of time.
Got him open.
Long pass right side.
Great coverage.
Yeah, Morton a little bit overthrown, and good defense provided by Milford.
That was quick on coverage. That was really good defense. There's a replay. I mean, nice, as you talked about, nice release. There is no room between the defensive and the offense on that play, so it would have taken a perfect pass for that to be completed.
Cloud had all the time in the world. So not a lot of pressure being brought. Trips to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Cloud, big hole up the middle. And it's going to be wrapped up by Luani by the ankles.
He saved the touchdown run. There was nobody keeping him from going into the end zone. So nice tackle by Luani. So it's 4th down and about, we'll call it a short 3.
So you're going to run the ball, you're going to take a shot in the end zone.
I think he's going to run it.
Man in motion, looks to be the mirror image of that play before, faking the handoff. Big hole up the middle.
He's got it.
Yep.
Number 9, Calvin Cloud, quarterback
Good play call there. Loveland, 1st down.
A little misdirection to throw the defense off. And Cloud took it right up the middle. Got the 1st down, so it's going to be 1st down and goal. Here's a replay.
It looked like, you know,
it'll be 1st and goal
play they
from
ran
the
earlier.
Eagle 8-yard line.
Morton was the man in motion that time, just ran a mirror image of it. Moore in the backfield with Cloud. Cloud looks around. He's going to put man in motion again. That was Jackson, and underthrowing the intended receiver.
Number 9, Calvin Cloud, pass ball.
He was near the front pylons.
Yeah, that ball really
On the
didn't have a
coverage
shot
of the
against
Eagles
the
was
clock.
number 27, Todd Price. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Cloud really likes to get outside the pocket as well.
Clock stopped at 5:02 after the incompletion. Loveland had done a good job to stay alive, but now struggling to find some consistency here in the short term. Going to put a man in motion, handoff up the middle, good blocking. Going to be advanced up to the 7, excuse me.
On the tackle, Eagles, number 8, Nathan Webster.
Webster on the tackle for Loveland. I mean, for Milford. We don't call his name as much on offense as we did earlier in the year. And that's probably because Luani kind of have established himself as the running back.
Has emerged.
Yeah.
Saving his reps for defense where perhaps they need him more. I guess it's fair to say.
Yeah. He's a good linebacker. Strong side linebacker.
Up top, one to the bottom.
Milford's coming. They're coming with a blitz.
Cloud has all kinds of time. He's hit as he's
Intercepted!
thrown. Intercepted. In the end zone. Wow. What a turn of events there for the Milford Eagles. That's Jacob Cook with the interception.
There's a penalty back here, Glenn.
Well, there's a flag thrown at the 15.
There's a couple of them. But an ill-advised pass by Cloud. There was no way he was going to get that ball. There were 2 defenders in front of the receiver.
Yeah, was trying to get to Morton. Tracked down from behind by Tyler Lake. Get the penalty sorted out on the field.
Well, each team now has had 1 turnover. A very costly turnover for Loveland deep in the Milford territory.
Yeah. Really had a great scoring opportunity, and that short pass that missed to the front of the pylon comes back to haunt the Tigers.
Now, you know, Cloud is susceptible to throwing interceptions. Prior to that pass, he had thrown 6 interceptions so far. So, you know, he's a gunslinger. So he tried to squeeze that one in there, and unfortunately it backfired on him.
Yeah, regular season 54% on his completions, 14 TDs, 6 INTs. So, yeah, about 1 a game.
Looks like it's going against the Eagles.
Something on the return.
Let's see what's going on here. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted about the 18-yard line. Personal foul, Loveland. How can that be? They must have been. Now they're going to mark. Now they're going to mark off the personal foul. So there was
from the spot.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, they'll have the ball at their own 39-yard line, will the Eagles.
So after all that, the ball is very close to where he was tackled.
Funny how that works sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. So after the costly turnover, Milford takes over on downs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, after the turnover.
Costly turnover by the Tigers, deep in Milford territory, not to beat the dead horse, but man in motion across the formations, Bauer. All kinds of time
He's
for
got him
Harden.
open. He's got him open.
Ringland catches it at the 35. Won't be tripped up, and he'll march into the end zone. So Milford makes Loveland pay after the interception. One play and a touchdown after the penalty.
Boy, Harden caught him in stride. You know, we talked about that high arcing pass, and the ball just literally floated into Ringland's hands, and he took it the entire. We got a hurt injured player on the field. You can see on the replay, there's that high arcing, and Ringland is in stride, and there's no way number 41 for Loveland,
DeMarco
Johnson, is that he was going to catch him.
DeMargo, excuse me.
Yeah, DeMargo. DeMargo.
Good catch, man.
Yep, and he's the injured player down on the field. So what Loveland couldn't take advantage of the Milford turnover, Milford took advantage of the Loveland turnover, and one play, 60-yard touchdown. That'll look good in the statistics.
I'm not speculating at all, but Johnson in some serious pain here. He's grabbing onto that face mask pretty tightly as they're working on his right knee, it looks like. You know, you think in pursuit like that, sometimes it's just a hammy or a cramp or something, but this one looks to be a little more significant, unfortunately.
Yeah, we've seen earlier in the year when the weather's a lot warmer, you see a lot of cramping.
Last week, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was warm last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing he's getting up. He looks like he's going to need a little assistance. Yeah, he's limping pretty severely there.
Yeah, I was on Fenwick Not Healthy last week, and our share of cramps, especially in the second half on a very warm evening.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot it was very warm.
I was joking Let's go back and take a look here. See what happened at the end of the play. So there you see Ringland. He's already caught the ball, and Johnson was just diving for him and came down on that right knee awkwardly. So that could have been just from where he was diving, but boy, what a limp there. So we certainly hope we see him back in this game, but it's a pretty steady limp. Timeout on the field.
Yeah, wait for him to get off the field. All right, now they can attempt the extra point.
Yeah, Labella back in for the extra point attempt. Successful conversion last time after the mishap from the first touchdown. Good snap, almost bobbled again.
They can
and
pick it up and run it.
Yeah, Loveland kind of hesitating. Now the whistle blows.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, again, the snap came in a little awkwardly for the holder to hang on to, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen that a couple times already tonight.
We've seen the long snapper and Mason Clark the holder. So 2 of 3 tries tonight. A little trouble getting the ball placed well for the kicker. Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of bobbled it. The holder bobbled it, and by that time, the Loveland pursuit on the was able to block it.
It was a touch high, but not terribly high.
You know, Glenn, you mentioned a few minutes ago about Loveland's got to keep this close because, you know, Loveland's not they've been able to stop Milford, so you got to believe if Loveland continues to get stopped, that these touchdowns mounting up by Milford's going to could become insurmountable.
So we're about an hour into this game. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Ringland to kick off. I imagine he sleeps well after the football game.
He does.
Yeah.
He'll sleep with a smile on his face tonight. And there's another long high kick will be fielded inside the 10-yard line and advanced right up the middle Forward progress will be marked just shy of the 25. And there's our buddy, Mr. Morton, with another return.
Number 19, Bryce Burleson on the tackle for Milford.
Loveland trying to bounce back after an opportunity in the red zone that they could not convert and ultimately turn the ball over. Milford capitalized. And 3 minutes and 54 seconds in which to do it.
You know, you talked about both teams lost their playoff game last weekend. Loveland played Little Miami. It was 48-40. So
right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, they can surely put the ball in the end zone. They're going to need to do that. Start doing that again.
Interesting in that game, and Little Miami blew them out in the regular season meeting.
Nice screenplay. Nice setup.
It's Luca Aquilino.
Yeah, they're trying to slow down that rush by the Eagles. That's a good way of doing it, is to set up those screenplays.
Yeah, we've seen them try to use the screen several times today. But often or not, Cloud's velocity has been an issue. That one it certainly wasn't, just a little dump.
Yeah, he floated that one really nice.
Aquilino is a 6-foot junior, 10 catches in the regular season, but averaged almost 10 yards a catch, 9.8.
Down to about 8 seconds on the play clock.
Second and short, 5 now. Cloud gets it off. Zips one out complete to Aquilino. So now he's starting to work the Luca angle a little bit.
Down to 3 minutes to go until halftime.
54 seconds off there, huh? Gotta move a little quicker than that if they want to try to get some points before the half.
It's almost like Milford's content to give them those 4 or 5 yard dump offs as long as they keep the clock running.
Right.
Just don't want to get burned on the long pass.
Run up the middle. Escaping coverage. Not a whole lot there, though, for Mason Moore. He'll pick up maybe 3 yards, Mike.
Yeah. We looked like he tried to cut that ball to the outside, but the pursuit by the Eagles defense said, nah, baby, nah, you're not going out there to bust that open for a long run. Here's a replay.
Jacob Smith called his name a
Boy,
few times
yeah,
tonight.
he's all over the field tonight. He's a man possessed.
Play comes in from the Tiger sideline. See if they try to go deep. Man in motion. Cloud's going to keep it himself and plow forward for about 3 yards. Pushing and shoving there at the end. Not a lot of penalties in this game.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
Hoping to
Yeah.
jinx herself saying that, but as chippy as it's been at times, not any flags for the personal conduct.
Loveland's really taking their time in between. They have no sense of urgency right now. Cloud just kind of walking around.
35. They're in a short 5. It's just inside of 5 yards. Cloud back
Here
to
comes
pass.
the blitz.
He's going to fire one deep. Now you know why they were taking their time. They were trying to play the long ball.
Intercepted, but it's a penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's
a PI. Huh?
Yeah. Jacob Smith on that coverage, but he was bumping him as he was going down. It's a good thing, Glenn, because that ball was. Here's a replay. That looked like that could have been 7, right here. Boom! Look, he's all over him.
Just got the arm on him.
Yeah. Well, in high school, that's what, a 10-yard penalty?
Yeah, not a spot foul like
Right.
it is in the pros.
Right.
St. Louis College. But it should be good enough for a first down for the Tigers. But yeah, you talked about how it seemed like they were maybe sleepwalking through that, but kind of figured the long attempt was coming, and there it was. So, you don't like the penalty, but at the same time, you didn't give up a touchdown.
Right.
Penalty will go against the Eagles for a pass interference.
Jacob's brother, of course, is Tyler Smith. Played
It'll be first and 10.
football here at Milford, and basketball for a few years now, up at Ohio Northern University in Ada.
Oh, nice.
I can believe these kids that are my kids' age are seniors in college.
I know, it's
Shit.
crazy.
Jeez.
Not getting any younger, Glenn.
See that in the mirror every day, my friend.
Oh, double reverse.
Yeah.
He's Cloud's open.
Cloud's going to catch it. Oh, no, he's not going to catch it.
Oh, that was set up perfectly.
Boy, it sure was. But Stickle was there to stick it to Cloud, and he caught it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that, those plays take a long time to develop, but it was there.
It was there. Look at the pursuit by the Eagles defense. They're like, uh-oh.
It was only going to be 1 or 2 yards by the time Stickle got there. Well, maybe a little more than that, maybe 4 to 5. But nonetheless, not a big gain like you would hope to see when you reach into the bag of tricks like that.
But to your point, Glenn, it was set up perfectly. A little confusion on the defense for the Eagles.
Yeah, see if Loveland's able to take advantage of that. As Jackson's in
Screen.
motion. Cloud under pressure. Screen is complete, but it's behind the chains. Boy, this Milford pass defense has stepped up tonight after coming into the game being a real question mark. That was Luani and Scally teaming up there to make that stop.
Well, the good thing about that last play, Glenn, look who's back on the field,
Yeah.
number 41.
Johnson. Yeah.
So, yeah, he looks like he's running without any pain, so that's good to see.
Yeah, very, very happy for him because he was in a lot of pain coming off the field after the touchdown that he yielded to Ringland. High snap, Cloud's going to roll to his left by design, lets it
Got
go,
him open.
Caught at the 25 and out of bounds at the 23.
First down, just under 30 seconds to go.
Guess who? Aaron Morton.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
He's quick. Boy, I wish we kind of got there 40 times in these high school league pages so you can see how quick some of these guys truly are. He got down there in a hurry. You saw Cloud rolling left and fired a dart.
So Loveland still has 2 timeouts to go, so they can still put the ball in the middle of the field.
28 seconds and about, 23 yards?
Yep. He's looking.
Cloud rolling right.
He's got him open.
Fires.
Oh, that was a...
Is that going to be, complete for about 2 yards after all that, right?
And the unfortunate thing on that is he didn't get out of bounds.
Tyler Lake.
Now they got to call timeout. That was just he needed to get out of bounds to save that save that timeout.
Well, and that's where, some of the, I don't want to say time wasting in a negative sense, but not using the smart as quickly and efficiently as they could.
Yeah.
For Loveland, it's coming back to haunt them now. And really, you can't take those timeouts in the locker room, obviously, but maybe save that for a little more crucial situation. Now your back's against the wall a little bit.
There's a replay.
He never had a chance.
I was
to
just
get
saying
out
he
of
did
bounds.
not.
He
have
may
a
have
chance.
wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, from our perspective, it looked like he could have very easily gone out of bounds. But obviously, after that replay, great job by the camera people out there to catch that. You're right, Glenn. He had no shot.
Nope, not at all. Would have had to have kept his balance and spin out of it somehow if he was able to try to do that. Right?
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. Good job by the defender for the Eagles for wrapping him up, now allowing him to get out of bounds.
Taj Price was the man on that stop. One in the backfield with Clouds. Got 3 receivers spread across the top and 1 to the bottom. All spotted by the official.
But I just want to point something out to you. Look how the team for the Loveland's going down the sidelines.
Yeah. They extended that coaching box a little bit
that's
this
pretty
year,
funny
right?
over there.
Yeah. Cloud looking left the whole way, one-on-one coverage in the corner, and
he caught it.
Ethan Lund caught it. I
Oh
thought
my
he might have been out of
gosh.
bounds.
Oh my gosh!
I thought he was out of bounds when he caught it.
Oh my Lord, that was an unbelievable throw and catch.
It's a tough angle for us.
Oh
up
my
here.
gosh!
Yeah, touchdown. Nice use of the timeout, I guess. Despite what I had to say about it by the Loveland Tigers.
That's why we're up here, Glenn.
Yeah, got that right.
Wow.
One reason.
That was impressive.
Ethan Lund 6'5" and had the one-on-one coverage, as we said.
Yeah, but he didn't have much room over there in that corner of that end zone.
I'm really curious to get the replay here after the point after try. Milford was coming for
And
it, but
give the official, he was right there. I mean, he was great position to see that.
so a 7-point game with 10th under 8 seconds remaining in the first half. And here's the replay. We see Cloud with all kinds of time. Lund.
Oh yeah.
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 Boy, that.
Well, there was only one place he could put that ball, and he put it there.
Great job by Ethan Lund. And that's where he's just a junior, but obviously he's had some balls thrown his way this year. Regular season, 31 receptions, 504 yards, had 2 TDs in the regular season.
You don't think they practice that, do you?
Maybe once or twice.
That is such a common play in all levels of football.
Right. It's one of the prettier plays when it works,
Yeah,
right?
it is very much so.
You go to that back corner. The receiver has to be aware of his feet, and quarterback's got to place that ball just so, as they say. All right, 8 seconds left here. Surely the Tigers wouldn't try an onside kick here with 8 seconds left, would they?
I would hope not.
Milford not preparing for one.
There's that pooch kid.
Yep, just can do that same short kick to the far side or the top of the field. Milford, you can spit it out. We'll return it across the 40, near the 40.
Now you got to believe this. They're going to take a shot down, one shot downfield.
It's Luke Ray, a sophomore, comes up with that one.
It'll be first and 10 for the Eagles at their own 40-yard line.
Just under 3 seconds, maybe.
See that streak
take a
down
knee
the...
and get at it.
No,
You think you can take a shot at it?
I do. I really do.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to have Ringland down here and Harden, I mean, if he gets one-on-one coverage, they'd be silly to put one-on-one. They're going to bring a safety over to help the defensive back out.
Well, I think you're right. There's a lot of motioning and coaches out on the field and ongoing conversation.
Now you can hear him because we got the coaches down there. You can hear Coach Grippa. They're going to put Dusing down here. Number 4 for is 5'8", 150 against Dusing, 6'5".
He's looking for some help. You see him waving over. Looking right to Ringland.
Hitch and ladder.
Yeah.
That's it.
That'll do it. So an exciting first half. We will step away 2 breaks. The Milford Eagles 27, the Loveland Tigers 21. We will step away for halftime and be right back. You are watching ICRC-TV Sports.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the...
Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Julia, are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elma's gonna play his drum.
Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps! Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I'll be right back.
Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports.
Milford Eagles win.
Got him. Separation. Touchdown! Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back.
Touchdown! Did you see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text to emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here. Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not going to look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
Hey! There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go.
What you picking up on, bud? It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
strawberries? Okay.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back to ICRC-TV's coverage for the Battle of the Bell here at Milford High School, where the Eagles lead the Loveland Tigers 27-21. Glenn Olson and Michael Orienti settling back into the cozy press box with you for the second half. Mike, we have the halftime statistics courtesy of Sean Sell, and boy, just amazing. Even though there's been some separation in the game, both teams end up with 239 yards in total offense for the first half.
And Glenn, to that point, Loveland's run 45 plays to Milford's 23 plays. So, you know, it's that quick strike offense by Milford that has been able to, you know, that's turned into 27 points. Just a couple other things, Glenn, and I'll kick it back over to you. You want to look at the statistics on passing. Cloud is 12 of 22, 154 yards, 2 TDs, the longest 60. On the flip side, Hardin's very efficient, 10 of 12, 205 yards, 2 TDs, and the longest 66.
Yeah, time of possession is really what stood out to me. Loveland is almost double at 15:51. Milford at 8:09. So Milford has been efficient when they've had the ball and clearly not making the mistakes. You know, Loveland's hurt themselves a few times, and Milford has made them pay. Rushing-wise, you know, nothing really jumping off the page at me. Mason Moore, 10 for 58 for Milford. You know, Hardin's a leading rusher at 14 at this point.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting. We talked about running the ball. Remember, they were going to have to run it. And Loveland's done a much better job on a yardage standpoint when you look at than Milford has. So, you know, Milford's up. They're going to get they'll get the second half kickoff.
Right.
Let's see what they do. Is that they try to maybe use some more of that clock to try to grind this out a little bit and continue to keep Loveland in hold.
Yeah, in case you're tuning in late, our coin toss, Loveland won the toss, elected to get the ball first. And you see the official press box on the visitor side of the field now. That's where the clock is kept, and visiting coaches and PA and scoreboard are housed. Mike and I are on the home side in the new press box,
which is very nice, by the way.
It's fantastic. The home coaches are here. Sean Sells here keeping stats with his spotter. And of course, Mike and I are over here making noise for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
As far as they haven't shut the door on us.
But it's nice because we can hear the coaches talking, which is gives you a little insight of what's going on. So.
Like I said earlier, they said, look at Noah. And the quarterback was on the same page.
Yep.
All right. So we're expecting this little pop kick over to the left side. And there it is. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, and a turf monster comes out of nowhere to get that tackle.
Again, Milford's going to have good field position. All night long on their possessions, they've started off with short fields, and this second half kickoff is no different.
It's Taj Price. Well, we've seen that. Not any precipitation here today in the Milford area, but when we did the Oak Hills game here earlier, some slick field conditions. I'm not sure about when you and Bill did the Winton Woods game a few weeks ago, if you saw any of that.
Yeah, I don't remember it to that extent, to your point, what we saw at the Oak Hills game.
Anyway, turf monster, go away. So run to the right side, a little play action. Gainer, it's going to get near midfield. Big gainer for Milford. So they're getting it done through the air and on the ground. That was Naquan Webster with that carry.
And we talked about that just before halftime, that he hadn't called his name much on offense, and there they come out, first play. And it's a running play, too, Glenn.
3 receivers down low, 1 up top. Harden calls for the ball. Fake handoff across the middle, and again, looked like his intended receiver might have just slipped. That was Peyton Bauer. The pass was low coming in, but Bauer may have just slipped up a little bit.
You can see a replay here. Harden sees him. He's like, "Oh, I got him wide open," but it was a low throw, so it would have been a tough catch by Bauer.
Gotten a little chilly here. Just a couple hours past sunset now. Maybe a little tough to catch a hard-thrown ball.
Looking for Ringland again.
All kinds of time. It's caught by
Cuts it
Ringland
back
at the 40. Cuts back across the field. It's going to pick up 10 yards after the catch, close to 15. Nice job by Ringland. Milford really like to get this back to a 2-possession game. Milford really wants to score points on this possession. The first possession after halftime especially. You want to score points on every possession, but it seems they're operating with a real sense of urgency here, Mike.
Yeah, they are.
And off up the middle.
What's Webster again? That's a really nice 1-2 punch when Webster's on the offense between Lonnie and Webster. Because they're both big guys, right? And they're punishing runners. And they're not afraid to go between the tackles.
Right. Webster, a sophomore. Both a load to bring down. Lonnie at 220, Webster at 200. Any kind of momentum. It's going to be a chore to bring them down.
And they both have really good, strong lower bodies, which, as a running back, that's what you need.
Harden fakes the pass, does hand off to Webster again on the right side. Going to get the ball up to around the 13.
First down.
All right, so Milford finding something going in the ground game here. Before they'll undoubtedly pull out the pass to Ringland in the end zone, I bet, right?
It's funny because, these guys are getting one-on-one coverage. They need to give number 4 for Loveland, Jackson, some help there versus putting him on an island, because that fake pass it's right there.
Harden all kinds of time going to the right corner of the end zone. One-handed catch, but out of bounds. Pass was intended for Chase Ducey in the back corner of the end zone.
Would have been a heck of a catch.
Well, it sure would have. Go ahead and get that with one hand.
Here's a replay. Harden looking at him the whole way. He had just an opportunity.
Oh, it hit the ground.
Yeah.
He didn't catch it. Caught it on the bounce. When he went up with the one hand, it put it into the ground. So, but we're able to see that in slow motion. Ball's on the far hash. Loveland coming with the blitz. Harden dumps it off quickly. Pass is caught inside the 5 and close to the end zone, but not quite as Ducey.
That was a nice center screen to Ducey. He made a nice cutback. Loveland defenders couldn't catch up with him. Almost took it into the end zone.
Harden knew he had to get rid of that one in a hurry, and then Ducey did a great job of weaving through the Loveland defense. And then you see down at the 1 yard line.
Ringland's going to go back in the shotgun, Glenn, like they did earlier.
1 yard line. It's more like 1 foot line.
Well, he's got Zamrowski back in.
Zaromski, yeah.
Zaromski.
Yep.
And he's going to foul.
Ringland, same thing. Follows Zaromski into the end zone. He says, you can tackle me all you want. I got 6.
Yeah, right. Scoreboard.
Break the plane.
Yep.
I don't hear that a lot anymore like you used to.
What's that?
Break the plane.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, now everything is reviewed to make sure,
Pylon cams.
Yeah, pylon cams.
Now it's, break the chalk. Back 30 years ago, it was break the plane.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ringland with a nice job there, and credit to Zaromski with the big block up front.
That's a nice combination when you got short yardage like that. Why would you not want to get behind a 6'2", 225-pound defensive lineman?
These are going for 2. Well, actually, Ringland, right side.
Got it.
Gets his way in there. So Ringland gets the touchdown and gets the 2-point try. So Tom Grippa called plays with a sense of urgency to get points on this first drive after halftime, and they do.
And it worked. So Loveland takes the second half kickoff and just marches it down the field. Again, Loveland's defense has been unable to force them into a punt.
So now it's a 2-possession game, and just wondering, do you think Loveland will stop with that little pop kick and maybe try to score one down the middle? I mean, you can't give this offense a short field. You want to give either one of these offenses
you don't.
a short field, in my opinion.
It's been ridiculous. I don't understand that. You get the ball on the 40, 45-yard line every time.
Okay, so Vince Ringland will handle the kickoff duties.
Kicking off for the Eagles, number 10, Vince Ringland.
Well, it's a shame with this pandemic. It'd be great. Hot chocolate and hot coffee
Oh,
weather,
there you
Mike.
go. We were talking about ice cream during the halftime break. That still sounds pretty good, actually.
Another great kick by Ringland. Boy, I tell you, he can do it all.
Yeah, he can.
That's a cliche, but my goodness.
I mean, he's got the opportunity to play at the next level, probably maybe a Division II or Division III.
Yeah, and really, again, blaming everything in the pandemic. How much time has been number 43, there's a flag on the field on the 37. What schools are looking at which kids that we kind of hear about through the grapevine and prep reporters pick up on. So, really don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
But with our packet that Chancel provides every week, there's a good number of former Eagles still playing at the collegiate level. Connor Foster, and of course, at Northwestern in the Big Ten.
Do you know if he's I guess they don't start until next week.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll see the field.
You would think this year. Had the year on the bench, so you would think good opportunity for him to find the field.
Great school, regardless.
Yeah, the tight end here, offensive lineman projected for the Wildcats. There's a run up the middle.
Face mask.
Nice hole across the 15. No flag.
Wow, man! If you see a replay, watch his head just jerk around.
Number 3 makes more the ball carrier.
And he's limping a little bit too.
On the tackle, the Eagles, number 2, Ryan Lawani.
Lawani with the tackle.
And number 49, Malcolm Henderson.
There's a replay going. Just watch coming right there.
Yeah, there's Lawani. He reached to grab him. Did have the face mask, but no flag. 2nd and 4 it looks to be. Cloud looks left, fires, almost intercepted.
That was that number 43 for Milford, Nicholas Scally. It was right there. I think he was surprised the ball was there. It was a little sidearm throw by Cloud. We've seen that a couple times, which actually ended up in an interception down there in the goal line earlier.
Sophomore linebacker.
3rd and 5. Loveland can ill afford to punt this ball to Milford.
A little bit of a sideways snap. Cloud corralled it in, rolled to his left, and was looking for Morton, and just didn't develop the way it was drawn up on the play sheet.
Uh-oh.
On the cover, the Eagles, number 15, Jacob Smith. It'll be 4th down.
So now Loveland in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, a whole bunch of trouble.
4th and 4, deep in their own territory.
Milford's going to get the ball. Assuming we don't have another one of those ball hit him in the back, they're going to get great field position.
Ethan Lund reported as the punter, which that is him back in punt formation. Kind of a
nice punt.
Snap took him a long time to get there, but yeah, good punt. It's going to take a tiger bounce, and early ran away from it.
Some of those comments we won't repeat.
One hit him in the back earlier. I just can't blame him for being a
Well,
little bit
at least this time he ran away.
away.
He ran away from it, whereas before he just kind of lollygagged it. So give the coaches credit. They didn't punish him for it. They put him back there again. But I think he was scared to death to even get near that football.
Well, and there you see the home stands here at Milford High School. Of course, capacity limited and restricted to family mainly because of the pandemic.
Nice crowd over there for Loveland. We're all bundled up. You see the blankets out now.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be sitting on those cold bleachers. I can tell you that outside.
No, absolutely.
I'm still in Florida time from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Cloud, all kinds of time. Down the middle. Or Harden, excuse me.
That's Bauer.
Bauer into the end zone. Touchdown. What a play. Harden had all the time in the world. And again, Milford with that quick strike capability that we talked about makes the Tigers better.
And they finally got Bauer streaking down the middle of the field because he's been open all night long. Give Harding credit. Saw the open receiver and hit him in stride for another long touchdown pass.
You see some of the reserves for Loveland. Not the most positive body language in the world,
no.
I guess you could say. They're now down 3 scores. It's 41-21.
Yeah, I mean, this is 3.
Yeah, Milford's going to go for 2. Odd formation. They're going to go to that crowded left side, trying to pick his way through traffic as Noah Early, but a flag is thrown in the back of the end zone.
That might be a flag after the extra point.
Yeah, Milford created confusion lining up.
I think
all the linemen to the left of the play of where the ball was snapped. Go ahead, Mike.
I think it was after the play. There's a touchdown.
Yeah, let's go back to the touchdown. There you see Harden. And
boom.
There's Bauer. Caught him going down the seam on the right side, and he beelines it to the near hash. And then there you see on the run, dumping that off, and faced a little bit of pressure was Mason Clark, but still trying to get the penalty situation.
Yeah, you got to figure out what's going to go on here. I guess the extra point is, or the 2-point conversion is not going to stand. Hearing the coaches say they assisted the runner, I mean, we see that play all the time.
It's number 1 in your favorite
play,
it's
called that scrum play.
So this will back the Eagles up to, what, the 7, I guess? Now we're going to kick one. LaBelle is on to go for the point after try. Well, the snap
got it.
Hold executed flawlessly that time, and that kicks right down the middle.
I think with a name like Giovanni Labella, I imagine they recruited him off the soccer field, maybe, right?
He's kind of going to be my guess.
Yeah.
55-pound junior.
I think he's off the soccer field. Regardless, he cranked that one through the uprights.
He's got a foot. When you have to pick on the holder, but when the holder can get it placed properly, he's got a good kick. And that's what passes for a flock in 2020. Student section out. I'm not going to say eagerly cheering the teams. They all look like they're freezing to death. And again, last week, we're calling football in shorts and short sleeves. Guess they're a little confused.
It is that time of the year, though. I was out on the bike trail today, Glenn, and it was beautiful. All the leaves were changing, and a lot of leaves on the trail. It was just. I was out early enough where there was a little dew on the grass and a little frost coming out of your mouth. It was just peaceful. Me and my dog going for a walk.
On social media, you two love those walks and runs together.
Yeah, we'll be out there tomorrow morning.
Boy, line drive kick fielded on the fly at the 7. Was that? Did he lateral that off?
No, he number 41 got. I think he ran into one of his own players.
Wow. I thought maybe he lost the ball and somebody else picked it up, or he tried to lateral it.
There's a replay. I can see it.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Right
number
there.
6, yeah.
I was looking down at something and looked at it. Part of that. But obviously that's not what happened.
No, that's not what happened, and Loveland's got to make something happen if they're even gonna have a shot left in this game.
Yeah, they've been doubled up at this point. It's 42-21, a 3-possession game. Obviously, you don't need Bowling Green math to figure that out.
No, and you got to score in this possession, or else they might as well get to that running clock here before long.
Cloud, hands off, nothing there. Milford not breaking and not much bending, honestly, Mike.
Now, their defense is playing carefree a little bit now. They got 21 points to work with, so they're going to just lick their chops and see what they can do to get Loveland a kick again.
I'm just really surprised Loveland's trying to go to that ground game. I mean, you're down 3 scores and essentially almost halfway through the third quarter at this point. I think you put the ball in the air and kind of save some time with incompletions. You can't get past this completed. Cloud is going to have to roll to his left, fires a dart down the middle. It's caught by Morton. He's still on his feet before being brought down across the 30-yard line on the 33.
Glenn, that was a thing of beauty by Cloud. I mean, he took that ball, sprinted out to his left, and he just flicked it down there with his, and he caught number 2. Who's that? Morton.
Morton. Yeah.
That's great. Here's a replay. Just watch him. He flicks it out of his hands. Boom. Tight spiral. Look at that.
Boy, the arm strength on him is just impressive. He's not really stepped into one and still able to just make it look effortless, right?
I mean, he just flicks it with his wrist, and then that ball flies. Tight spiral. I'm impressed.
Cloud fakes to his right now, feels the pressure, looking for something to dump it off to, and he throws it away.
Almost hit the guy holding the yardage marker over there. He had to duck.
Number 9.
After the guy in the golf cart on the driving range picking up the ball.
Yeah. 87, John Mickler.
Intentional grounding.
He's out of pocket. There's nobody there.
Really? That's the second time they've called it.
That looked a lot like the first play.
Yeah.
When he got called for that earlier in the first half. So, Loveland not doing themselves any favors. I think it's fair to say at this point in the game.
There's the head coach for Loveland. What would you say his name again?
Andy Cruz.
He's not happy over there. He's about 4 or 5 yards on the field, yelling at the officials. Not happy with that intentional grounding call.
Yep, second and long, faking the handoff, screen complete, not good, or it's good for not a whole lot.
Number 9, Mr. Morton. On the tackle, number 2, Jacob Cook.
Yeah, just, I don't know, surprised we're not seeing the long shot down the field at this point. I mean, it's worked, as you just saw with Morton. Why not go again? I guess there was some, Cloud never really under any pressure there.
No. I don't think either quarterback has been sacked today. Here comes a blitz. Here comes a blitz.
Morton in motion. Cloud fakes the handoff to him. Big hole up the middle, but again on third down, it's going to be good for a yard or two. Not even close to what they need to convert. But 4 down territory when you're down by 3 possessions, and there we are, exactly halfway through and now under third quarter.
Yeah, watch Jacob Cook here. He made a nice tackle because if Cloud was able to kick that outside, he had plenty of yardage in front of him.
All right, let's see. Play clock approaching 10 seconds, and Loveland doesn't look like they're anywhere near ready to snap the
They better
ball.
hurry up. They're down to 5.
3 up top, 1 to the bottom.
2. They just get it off.
I can't believe there wasn't a false start there. It looked like somebody rocked early, but nonetheless.
He got first down.
Complete.
Number 9,
inside the 25. Morton again.
Here's a replay. He just cuts across the middle, Glenn. Just got enough for that first down and kind of set it down, and he's tackled right away by the Eagles.
You need a big play, you go to Morton.
Yeah. It'll be first and 10 for the Tigers at the Eagles 23-yard line.
Well, strange things happening this year, 2020. The playoffs are over for Milford, yet they're still playing. Got game next week against Lebanon. Cloud, all kinds of time.
Oh, he had him open in the corner.
And
just
receiver couldn't get to it in time. Looking for Bailey Jackson. Crossing pattern across the back of the end zone. Just couldn't get in sync there. Yeah, normally when you lose in the playoffs, your season's done. You show up on Saturday and turn in equipment. But
here's a replay. You can see sprinting out to the right. He had him open, but he just led him too far. Yeah, to your point, Glenn, yeah, you'd think once you lose your playoff game, season's over, but this is a season unlike any other one.
Hopefully not like any other anything soon.
There's a screenplay. Good blocking.
It's DeMarco Johnson. Again, glad to see him back on the field after injury earlier on the Ringland touchdown. But now he's limping again. Hate to jinx the poor man. An effort for him to get back in it.
It'll be 3rd down and 7.
3rd and long for the Tigers, desperately needing a score on this drive.
Getting change of play from the coach from the sideline. Down to 10.
The receiver at the top is going to split out a little farther, closer to the sideline. That's only real adjustment. Cloud looking right now, looking left. Intercepted.
By Luani.
Luani having himself a game tonight. Still on his feet, close to midfield before being brought down. Well, you kind of figured with the adjustment on the far side that might be the way Cloud would end up looking. So did the Milford defense.
That's a second interception today thrown by Cloud. Was that Stickle that got that? No, that was Luani that intercepted that. So here's, he throws it in, double coverage. And look, he's got 3 black jerseys around the receiver.
He just popped that one out of the air.
So another short field by Milford. You got to believe they're going to start running the ball, right, Glenn?
Yeah. Some clock.
Webster's in there.
Just under 3:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Going to run the ball to the right side, crossing midfield into Tiger territory.
Great patience by Webster. Waited for something to open up, and then he had that second burst of speed and picked up, what's that, about 5?
About 5, yeah. I wouldn't swear it was exactly 5, but it's close enough to call it 2nd and 5. Yeah, I think now you're going to see Milford milk the play clock a little bit. Three-possession game, just about 15 minutes of game left. Momentum clearly on the Eagles' side. Harden has to step up away from the pressure. He's still looking to dump it. He's going to tuck it and keep it on the near hash before being bumped down as he crossed inside the 40.
Yeah, he got enough for the first down. Good vision by Harden. It looked like he was trying to throw the ball out here in the flat to Ringland, but Ringland was covered well. Ended up keeping the ball and picking up enough yards. Moves the chains Glenn, and also keeps that clock running.
It's really, this is the first time I've seen Harden since he assumed that starting back against Winton Woods. And, you know, he's just a sophomore, but showed some really good poise there and stepping up away from that pressure and trying to look for a receiver, and then ultimately decided I've got to run this ball and moving the sticks.
Yeah, don't force it, right?
Yep. Motion across the middle to Early. Takes the handoff on that jet motion and would advance the ball up near the 25, or at least inside the 30. Looks like it's going to be at the 28.
It'll be gain of 9.
So 2nd and 1, gain of 9.
Webster still back, lone setback.
Webster's going to take it. He's in trouble, but scats away from it, but before he's finally, as he cut back, the hole didn't develop, and Loveland was able to reach up and grab a handful of jersey. So it's going to be a loss of a yard or so.
Well, I tell you, Mr. number 41 Johnson's a quick healer because he was back out there making the tackle.
He used to have some magic tape over on that Loveland sideline. Clock down to 15. Eagles look to get the call in from the sideline.
About 10 seconds to go.
Boy, they're going to get this off inside of 5 seconds. 3, 2. Harden complete too early.
Oh, he lost it.
Is that Ringland?
Yeah, Ringland picked it up. Yeah.
Show of sportsmanship there. Neighborhood rivalry, but it hasn't gotten too nasty.
No, with the replay, you can see as he's cut it back in the middle, he just got that ball ripped out. He was probably down. That's right, they don't have
no video replay except for the state.
Yeah,
maybe the semis. Not in regular season, early rounds of the playoffs.
Here they come on a blitz.
Harden puts a floater up for Ringland.
Got it.
Touchdown! Harden to Ringland. High floater.
Floater's a gentle word. That ball hung up there for seconds.
We love him. Just out of potential solutions at this point because Milford is having their way with this defense on the ground and through the air.
Glenn, they've scored on every possession.
Yeah.
Every possession.
Great observation.
I mean, Loveland's punted twice. Milford hasn't punted. They've scored on every possession.
Labella in for the point after try. Snap, hold, kick, blocked. Again, maybe the snap was a touch high. We're going to get a replay look at it. You can tell me. Let's go back and look at the touchdown. There's Harden off the back foot to Ringland. Maybe that's why it hung up there so long. Now we're going to see it from our end zone cam. There you see Ringland all alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
There he is. There's the man, Vince Ringland.
You got to believe that when they're down there in that short distance or short yardage, that those defensive backs got to be expecting those fades either one or the other side of the field, right?
Yep. There's a look over into Milford High School in the cafeteria. And now a look at the home stands. Where are those guys going? They're leaving. Look at the porta chair. What do you need to get back in the game's not over?
Go trade places with them.
I'm good.
Even though we don't have heat, it's much warmer up here than it is out there.
I guess we're not much wind out there either. The flag's perfectly still, but it is chilly. England, he's going to have a sore leg tomorrow. Another deep kick. This one fielded inside the 5. I mean, you need a kickoff specialist on a college team. England could be your guy.
Yeah.
Put him out on kick returns, wide receiver, and why not?
Yeah, that's what I said. I think he's got a shot at the next level. Assuming he wants to do that, right? That's not guarantees.
Someone wanted to help me play for college. I'd kick it.
Well,
it's a tough life.
Kicking the football is one thing, but I'm not sure I want to go out there and get my body abused. Especially, there's a flag on the field. Especially with how big these football players are these days.
It's a full-time job being a collegiate athlete. There is no doubt.
Yeah.
Then you have to maintain studies on top of it.
I mean, just looking at these rosters, just glancing down at Loveland, you got a 6'3", 185, 6'2", 190. You got a 6'3", 200. You got 6'3". I mean, so there's a lot of big kids out there, even at the high school level.
A moment ago, you saw Tom Grippa talking to his quarterback, Austin Harden, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. Come acclimated to the varsity game pretty well by all accounts.
There's another one of those screens. Was that to 10? Yeah, that's a long.
Sometimes they set you up with that screen and go deep. But one of the final 30 seconds of the third quarter.
I'll get one more playoff before the end of the third quarter. To your point, maybe they're going to take a deep strike.
Okay, there's that stack. Remember last time they did this, they ran the ball. And there they do. It was a handoff again. So there's a tell on that. They handed it off to Moore.
That'll be the last play of the third quarter, which all the scoring in the third quarter was by the Milford Eagles.
48-21, the Eagles lead after 3 here in the battle for the victory bell.
Looks like that bell's not going anywhere.
Doesn't seem so at this point.
No.
4-possession game.
That bell's just going to stay nice and warm somewhere in the closets or on display here at Milford High School.
see our cable TV replay schedule for our Spectrum and Optics customers. Of course, you can find this game and all the other content that ICRC and community volunteers produce at the website, ICRC-TV.com, ICRC-TV.com. So reach out there to find out information about volunteering. Mike, anything on the third quarter stats jumping out at you?
Yeah, young Mr. Harden's 15 of 19, 336 yards, 4 TDs. Vince Ragland, 6 receptions, 165 yards, 2 TDs. Bauer's got 2 TDs. I mean, it's just the tide is turned. It's 428 yards, 309, and they had Loveland had 239 yards at the end of the.
Yeah.
So, a complete dominance, as the score would indicate by the Eagles.
Based on what we're seeing so far, the Bell, as you said, looks to be safe, but we've seen crazier things on this field. If you think back to a couple of years ago against Fairfield, and we thought Milford was out of it at halftime before storming back. So. Pass complete, but a whole lot of yards after the catch.
Good defense. Yeah, number 15 on coverage, Jacob Smith. Good tight coverage over there. To your point, Glenn, if he caught it, it wasn't going anywhere.
Understood, my friend. So we are into the fourth quarter officially by 4 seconds. 48-21, Milford out in front. Loveland seems to be searching for answers here for about the last quarter.
He's going to get sacked.
And Cloud goes down. You just said a few minutes ago we hadn't seen a sack. And Cloud will be brought down back at the 25. And Luani.
Yep. Well, he's all over the place.
Well, I'll tell you, if you're an Eagle fan, you've got to be feeling pretty positive about the future. I mean, some good underclassmen talent.
Absolutely. And Luani, he looks like he loves to dish out pain as well as carry the ball. So
just inflict pain on both sides.
Yeah. Ask young gentleman that had to play down at the Ethan Freeland earlier. That introduced Mr. Luani very quick. Looks Loveland's going to have to punt again. Milford a good great field position. At what point in time, maybe as Coach Grippa would decide maybe to start putting some reserves into the game, Glenn?
I don't know. How many more underclassmen do you have, right? A lot of them are playing. Handoff. Left side. Carrying the ball was Webster.
So Loveland, was that Loveland going on? That was a 4th down play that they went, right? I didn't even realize that. I thought that was a 3rd down play.
On the tackle, number 50, OHSAA. Webster takes it.
Eagles with another short field. We've talked about that numerous times tonight. Loveland's not done themselves any favors with giving this dangerous Eagles offense short fields to work with.
There's Webster again.
A whole lot there, so barrel up to the 15.
Number 8 is Webster, the ball carrier. Leading the tackle is number 50.
Well, it's a 27-point differential. And in the second half, when you get to 30, that means running clock there. So you have to wonder, Milford will bring LaBella out for a field goal attempt if they can't find the end zone. He's not had one in the regular season.
That defense for Loveland's been out there for a long time today.
Yep, and they've got some players that play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So, yeah, long pass, Harden.
Got him.
Ringland. Nope, that wasn't Ringland. Sorry about that. That was Chase Deucing.
Yeah, touchdown.
So that will get the clock.
Sure will.
I didn't think, looking at the statistics, that we would have any chance of seeing a running clock in this game. I thought it was going to be an offensive shootout back and forth, but this Milford defense has risen to the occasion, and the offense certainly has, as they keep finding ways to score.
Yeah.
So Deucing gets a touchdown, then he has to come in and be the long snapper. How about that?
That's your reward.
Thanks for the touchdown. There you're going to get clocked in the head.
Yeah, right.
Lavella. comes the snap a little bit high again.
Blocked.
Boy. Just all kinds of trouble.
There's a
when
penalty.
the
It's getting chippy
in.
now.
All kinds of troubles and kicking game for the Eagles.
It's going to be a little unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like Deucing in number 19 for Loveland. We're having a little sidebar conversation, which resulted in a yellow flag. And it might be telling, maybe they know each other. Let's just assume that, right?
Well, he's been away from the youth football scene for a while, but I'm assuming Milford and Loveland still play in the PVZ.
I'm sure they do, yeah. That's a great question. I wonder if they're even doing that.
They're playing.
Oh, are they?
They are. Got a family member whose son plays and daughter cheers.
Huh.
So, there still is, but it's, they're taking necessary precautions, distancing, and limiting stands and so forth.
So it looks like they finally got this all figured out a little bit, right?
We're none the wiser to what they figured out.
Yeah, who knows?
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's against Loveland. So Milford will be kicking off from midfield. All right, we're going to go back and look at it a little bit and maybe we'll see it from a shot up top.
Oh, yeah, right here. You can see it right there. Threw a punch at him.
78 coming off the line there. Loveland player took exception to it. That's Aiden Harvey. 6'3", 260. You might want to be picking a fight with that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you want to do that either.
Well, I was wrong. We're not kicking off from the 50. We're kicking off from the Loveland 45. So let's see if Ringland has a little competition with himself and tries to split the uprights. He may be able to do it.
55 yards?
Oh, T.
Well, he's trying, isn't he? Oh, he had this. He had the distance. He had the distance. It was wide left. Unlike the Bill fans, was it a wide right? The whole Bill, the Buffalo Bill fans.
Super Bowl misery. I was thinking more of Florida State with the wide legs.
Oh, okay.
Wide legs. Yeah. I was a big Seminoles fan, so I'm totally okay with that. Never really a Bills fan either.
No, I wasn't either, but you got to believe after four losses, you got to just feel for them.
Boy, and then, come in undefeated, and then the Titans have had all kinds of COVID-19 problems, and then the Bills get shellacked by the Titans. They had like a 17-day layoff.
Oh, they just laid an egg in that game. So to your point, Glenn, we're at the running clock. I think Loveland's probably just going to say, let's just get the heck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a couple games left on their schedule, too, so you want to try to minimize any potential for injuries.
Gain of 3 on the play, second down and 7.
So gain of 3. Second and 7. Approaching 9 minutes to go. And you see credits we're going to roll. Jason Dudley, our executive producer, back at ICRC headquarters. Dean Lowry and Josh Simstrock, both on hand with us tonight.
What a special treat we have.
Allie Reeves, ICRC intern, director. Of course, Mike and I are up here trying to keep you informed in the game in between trips into yesteryear.
We're not going to go too far into that yesteryear, Glenn. We're going to start doing those glory days, right?
Yeah, there you are. Thanks to our crew for showing up.
Oh, nice tackle.
And thanks to Milford Athletics for hosting us, of course.
Starting to see some different numbers in there, Glenn. First time we're calling number 88, Luke Ray, on a tackle. So looks like Coach Grippa and his staff is getting some of those second stringers in there to get in some valuable playing time.
Yep. And I think Coach Grippa has done a reasonable enough job this year of balancing the need to build for the future and still let his seniors get an opportunity to play. Fitz Ringland's had a great game tonight. He's really done very well since moving away from the quarterback position after the first 2 years.
Yeah, he embraced that, and that was, to your point, it was a great move. And it looks like, I'm looking down here, looks like getting some of these second stringers, like number 17, Lucas Linderman, who is the backup quarterback, is getting loose down here. So as we suspected, let's start seeing the second teamers in there get an offense to get some reps as well.
We just talked about Ringland not playing quarterback, and he fired a dart across the field to get Loveland one of their footballs back. So I forget how wide a football field is, but he just about made it all the way. Faking the handoff, Cloud, set, long pass down the right sideline.
Wow! Oh, he dropped it. In and out.
Not able to go up and get that. It was number 22, Tyler Lake, who's had a few balls tonight. Now Lake's going to be slow getting up.
That was a nice pass, too. I've been really impressed with Cloud throwing the ball tonight, even though he's made some bad decisions on those 2 interceptions. But when he wants to throw the ball downfield, that ball was right there, but a great defensive play by the Eagles. He's definitely got the arm. That was Stickle on that defensive coverage.
Jackson Stickle providing great coverage. Yeah, Cloud, you're right. He's had the picks, and he's had the picks all year, but sometimes you just wonder how many are on him.
Yeah. Loveland's going to punt.
There's the punt. Will be fielded inside the 35 and immediately hit and brought down. Stick.
Yeah. So, Glenn, I'm trying to think. I should know this. Maybe you do. Who does Loveland have next week? I mean, Milford have next week.
Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Next
Okay.
week. Lebanon, of course, in their first year.
Yeah, the ECC. Yeah.
Little Miami and Winton Woods.
Well, Glenn, Winton Woods has really got a, he's got a nice team.
Yeah, I was out of town when you and Bill called that game, so I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
But,
nice team.
You knew Winton Woods was going to come in and make some noise in the ECC after playing as an independent the last few years. And boy, they have, even in this crazy 2020 season.
Yeah. So here comes the second stringers for Milford.
Now we got to earn our
Oh,
announcing.
Yeah.
We got pizza.
I was going to say, I don't know how that happened, but it's cold by now.
It's the best kind. Look at the day after in the field.
Yeah. Mason Clark is that quarterback. I thought it was going to be Linderman.
Spread it out. We run to the left side, straight up the left hash. Going to be close to a first down.
Number 19, Bryce Burleson.
Sophomore.
Make sure we get those names announced so when they're watching the replay, they can hear their name over TV. How about that?
Yeah, we're going to be hearing that a lot next year, I guess. Jack McKinney, senior offensive lineman. I didn't quite catch the name.
Yeah. Milford taking every second they can.
And off up the middle.
First down.
Spinning. Yeah, so a second and a short two. Turns into a big game.
On the tackle,
Burleson.
number 2, Aaron Morton.
Morton, the starter for the Thunder, still in there. So we approach 5 minutes to go. Milford out in front, 33 points. Didn't see this coming.
No,
Mike.
Glenn, we really didn't see it coming. But once the momentum was stopped by Loveland, they really weren't able to get it back.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
And it just weren't. It was just one of those things where, they were doing blow to blow with Milford. They had to punt the first time.
Late flag. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't see that. What happened?
I think it was it's going to end up being a personal foul after the play. Clark had a
for Loveland
bobbled exchange with Burleson, and I'm guessing they watch Clark fall on it and they're going to foul. So that would be my guess. Oh, no, right there.
Oh yeah, they push him down.
Yeah. A little extracurricular after the play. Well, me? I couldn't tell if it was you or not. Somebody did.
Yeah.
One of you 11 guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who did it. Somebody did it. And
That's
it's going
right.
to be 15 the other way. And with the running clock, it continues to roll. So I think the referees may be able to meet up after the game, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Bite to eat before everything closes down.
Absolutely. they quit throwing those yellow flags, they'll get there sooner.
Penalty will be personal foul against the Tigers.
Yeah, you know, with the 10 o'clock rule, trying to finish everything by 11 rule in the restaurants, it's tough to get someplace after a 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
1 o'clock will help that sometimes for staying local.
No.
Uh-oh. Ball's deflected.
There's a penalty again. This is getting a little out of control.
Number 12,
just
well,
not smart.
Yeah.
Hitting the backup quarterback is not going to make up a 33-point difference on the field.
Well, you can understand the frustrations, right?
Yeah,
you can get it, but at some point in time, as the head coach of Loveland, you got to tell your guys, okay, listen, that's enough. Enough's enough.
Was it a sideline?
I don't know what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
I think it was a sideline. You can see the Tigers are basically back to the bleachers now. 3rd and short for Milford. Burleson, big run up the middle. First down and Moores. He's going across the 45.
Number 19, Bryce Burleson in the ball here.
Approaching 2:20 to go. Yeah, again, like to reiterate a point, I think the future looks bright for Milford. They're losing some kids that bring some others, but at the same time, Hardy's shown himself to be pretty well. You got the youngsters in Luani and Webster, so maybe Milford will get back in the thick of things in the ECC in 2021. Nice run. Flag comes in from the offensive backfield, though. It's probably going to wipe out a touchdown by Sergeant Kopp, a sophomore.
But it's holding on Milford. But boy, Glenn, did you see the speed once he got through that line of scrimmage?
Yep.
Wow.
As I said, the future's bright.
Well, he turned on the jets, and there was no way any of those Loveland defenders could get him. You can see this shot here. You can see the holding right there on the left side.
Keep it between the numbers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, nonetheless, again, right on cue, Kopp says, yeah, the future is bright here, as long as my linemen don't hold. So that'll back Milford up into their own territory. It'll move the ball back to the 48. But we're approaching just 60 seconds left to play. There's Coach Grippa.
Imagine it's take a knee time right now.
Play clock is approaching 15.
Yeah, he's taking his headsets off. I'm sure it's the, and there you go, see number 47 for Milford. That's Richard Bram. He's the safety net back there. So it's going to be a knee, and then one more knee, and then that'll be it.
Well, thanks again to Milford Athletics for hosting us tonight. Thank you to our community for enabling us to bring you this broadcast. It's been a pleasure for night tonight. Thanks to our crew. Did a great job setting up and bringing all the action here in the cold weather. Your final score in the Battle of the Bell: Milford 54, Loveland 21, and there comes the bell.
Oh, they're trying. Yeah, they want the bell. The Milford players want to go get the bell.
You just send some of those linemen down to pick up that thing. It looks heavy,
and it's cold. Because it's made out of steel and brass.
So it was the last seconds officially ticking off. Your final score: Milford 51. I'm Glenn Olson. Mike Lorienti sitting next to me. We appreciate you tuning in to this production of ICRC-TV Sports. Keep an eye on our social media accounts to find out where we will be next week, if anywhere.
Great. Glenn, it's always a pleasure. Great job tonight.
Likewise, Mike. Thank you. Thanks again. Take care. You've been watching ICRC-TV Sports.